Remember to mute if you're not speaking while we go live. We are live. Julie, we are live.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to each and everyone. I want to welcome everybody at this Pierre, Empowering Humanity. Thank you all for coming. I am going to hand it over to Queen Joyce Hicks. Thank you so much. To each and everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for being here. Welcome to Julie Pierre's Empowering Humanity. We are excited tonight. We have a power-packed night, and we are ready to rock and roll. This is Wednesday, November 13th. Cannot believe it's November already, but we're excited, and we're going to get started tonight. Our topic for tonight is resilience, bringing transformation, and that is a big topic on tonight. So we're ready for transformation. We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready just to see things change. And with everything that Ash is doing with ONPASSIVE, we see the transformation, we see the change. And, you know, he's been working tirelessly. When I see resilience, that's who I see. You know, he is always out there working for us. And so we appreciate him and everything that he does for us. And we are just blessed. We're in the right place at the right time. And we're excited on tonight. Thank you, Julie, so much. Thank you, Dr. Benny. We're excited on tonight. I'm going to ask my co-host, Sister Debbie, to go ahead and speak, and then we'll get started. Thank you, Debbie. Welcome.
Hello, Sister Joyce. Thank you. Good evening and greetings once more to everyone who is watching and listening to us live. We have a wonderful evening. And as you heard from my co-moderator, we're going to start the webinar now, and I'm going to pass it back to her so she can introduce our first speaker for the night. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Debbie, so much. So tonight, we're just going to jump right in because we want to hear everything that everyone has to say. So if you have a pencil and paper, take notes and be ready just to rock and roll. And at this point, we're going to call our one and only beautiful Sister Julie Pierre. She is going to bring us an awesome mindset. Thank you, Julie, and welcome.
Thank you, Sister Debbie. Thank you, Sister Joyce. Good evening, everyone. And welcome to this wonderful platform, this great webinar tonight. Today, my word would be on change and transformation. Resilience bringing transformation, according to our topic. Change is a constant companion on the road of life. It guides us through the territories and presents opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Let us all reflect upon our own journey and be reminded of the profound impact that embracing change has had on our personal growth and ultimate success. If we do so, then we will see how a willingness to adapt and evolve can be instrumental in shaping our path to fulfillment. Change normally knocks at our doors unexpectedly, demanding our attention, and so we find ourselves resisting to these unexpected twists and turns, desperately clinging to the familiar and predictable. However, as time goes by, we should realize that change is not our adversary, but rather our ally in progress. We need to step out of our own comfort zone and make a conscious decision to step out and embrace the opportunity that change presents. This mindset shift will allow us to cultivate resilience adaptability, and a hunger for growth. Instead of fearing change, we should see it as a gateway to new experiences and fresh perspectives. Change manifests itself in the form of challenges that may push us out of our comfort zone and push us beyond our perceived limits. Our obstacles should serve as a catalyst for growth and development. Change is an invitation to reinvent ourselves and explore uncharted territories. Every setback should be seen as an opportunity to learn and improve, adapt ourselves, skills and knowledge to fit the demands of our new environments. This resilience will not only help you succeed in your new venture, but instill a profound sense of confidence and self-belief. Failure, though often seems as a deterrent, is a valuable teacher on the path of growth. And by reframing failure as a stepping stone rather than an end point, you will learn invaluable lessons from missteps. You may encounter major setbacks that may have you feeling disheartened and uncertain about your future. But instead of allowing the setbacks and failures to define you, choose to view it as an opportunity for introspective and growth. Through self-reflection, identify the areas where you may have fallen short and develop a plan for improvements. This process of self-analysis and continuous learning will not only help you bounce back, but also equips you with the resilience needed to face future challenges head-on. So I say to you, embrace change in your life. Embrace the unknown, for it holds the key to self-discovery and a life enriched by new experiences. Embrace challenges, for they have the power to shape you into the person you aspired to be. And most importantly, embrace failures and setbacks, for within its lessons lies the seeds of future success. Remember, change is not to be feared, but rather celebrated, for it is through change that we uncover our true potential and create a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. So let us embark on this journey together with this company, hand in hand with change, and watch as our lives unfold in ways we could never have imagined. For those of you listening to the sound of my voice and those who may listen later on, you are welcome. Acknowledge the uncertainties that lie ahead. Embrace change is easier said than done. It requires a shift in mindset and a willingness to step into the unknown. However, I assure you that the rewards far outweigh your doubts. To begin your own journey with this company, examine your current circumstances and see areas where change is necessary. Your financing, your dreams, your want to travel the world, financial freedom, your families, the needy you would love to help, etc. Recognizing these areas of potential change is the first step towards transformation, and you can achieve all of these with this company. Remember, change requires resilience, dedication, and perseverance. Surround yourself with a supportive network of individuals who believe in you and are willing to walk along you on this journey. Seek out those who have experienced this journey and maintain a mindset of curiosity and openness. Lastly, be kind to yourself. Be open-minded. Understand that setbacks and obstacles are inevitable in life. Don't view them as failure, but see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Treat yourself with compassion and resilience, knowing that every step you take is a valuable lesson to your personal evolution. In conclusion, embracing change is not merely a one-time decision, but an ongoing commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. By stepping outside your comfort zone, facing challenges head-on, and embracing the lessons that failure brings, you will embark on a transformative journey that will lead us to a life filled with fulfillment and success. So I urge you to embrace change as your greatest ally and let it guide you toward the extraordinary life that awaits you with this company. Embrace the challenges, the uncertainties, and the discomfort, for it is through these experiences that you will truly uncover the boundless potential that lies within you. Embrace change, be resilient, and watch as you become the architect of your own destiny with transformation. One important lesson is the words we speak have the power to uplift and inspire, or hurt and discourage. As you encounter challenges and obstacles, it will test your resilience. But with each setback, draw strength and the support of those like-minded people around you. Learn the importance of unity and collaboration. Remind yourself of the journey that brought you here, a journey marked with perseverance, compassion, and relentless determination to create positive change in the world. In your journey of resilience, discover the true power of human spirit and love, the ability to rise above adversity and emerge stronger than ever before. As we continue on this path, be filled with gratitude for the lessons learned, the challenges overcome by our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Distance yourself from the naysayers and encourage others to go after their dreams. Thank you very much. Back to you, our sister moderators.
Wow. Sister Julie, thank you so much. That is a very, very powerful mindset. And yes, the attitude for gratitude, we're learning, and we should take the example from our CEO because he's gone through that, and we should learn from it as well. And the changes and transformation is what we need and will definitely need on a regular basis, and it leads us to growth. But as you rightfully said, the challenges are within us. Do we feel challenged? Are we challenging ourselves and others? And not just for ourselves, but the people that are around us, the people that look up to us, or the people that we can learn from. And yes, we have several people that we can learn from, and they're right here with us. And I'm going to call on one of those that we have been learning from and will continue to learn from. He is the one and only Brother Marty DeGarmo, who is always inspiring us on a regular basis, on a daily basis, in every forum and every platform that has something to do with ONPASSIVE. He does this relentlessly, no matter who you are, no matter how you are, no matter the time of the day, he is there. Brother Marty, thank you so much. The microphone is yours.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. Yeah, resilience is a powerful thing. You can look back in history. Edison, 1,000 times he tried to make the light bulb and it didn't happen. And somebody said, you failed 1,000 times. He said, no, I found 1,000 ways that don't work. And the best thing you could do at looking in history and thinking about Mr. Mufareh too, because I believe Mr. Mufareh is history in the making himself. I really do. Resilience is more than just the ability to endure challenges. It's about using the challenges as a step. Use that challenge that even if it beat you down, use that as a step to go further and further and further so that you can transform into what you had your goal on to begin with. Because he never lost his dream or goal that he had in his mind and in his heart, all the things that happened. Now we know there was a big one that happened this last year, but there was many ones we don't know. One day I hope he comes out and tells us his journey, because if he did, we will be shocked. Not just the last one, but there's been times, he's doing something that is against the norm. It's not going to be easy. He knew it wouldn't be easy. The pluses for him is all of you. He says it all the time. Looking back and seeing the people and what we're doing, like you're doing here, French community, all over Africa, India, Bangladesh, Canada, UK. But resilience, thank God he has resilience. And he never, ever quits. Resilience often drives innovation. Okay, when you hit rock bottom and he has no intention of staying there, your focus is better. You learn something, what not to do. And you learn how to look for stuff more strictly, like laser pointed, like Hawkeyes, on what you really want and what do you got to do to get what you want. And we know that some of the people that has joined him in the last 6-7 months or more happen to be those people. And that's why I say, at first I would have never said this. Oh, I'm glad it happened. No, I wouldn't say that. I felt like a kick in the gut. And when Ash was hurt, we all felt hurt. We all did. And they didn't just do it to him, they did it to all of us. But while he was getting kicked, he was digging and crawling and stepping on that negativity or bad thing that happened to launch himself, to look and see and understand what he won't do tomorrow. He never loses the sight of the goal, because if you don't have resilience and you don't have a goal in mind, it's hard to keep going because you don't know, what's the drive. His drive was he wants everybody to be able to do what he's done as far as go out and feed people, give them water, people that are less fortunate. And he thought, if I can do this much, what could 1 million people do? And hence, here we are. If you go through any kind of challenges, like I said, resilience drives innovation. Companies if you can stay agile and flexible, you can uncover new opportunities, finding more relevant products and services. This type of resilience can transform not only our country, it transforms industries. And I believe the company that we're in right now would be easier called an industry, because we're going to have many sectors. I believe we're going to have many products, just more than we could imagine. We will be an industry in ourselves, and you can't expect a company that is totally against the norm to just pop up daisies and everything's fine and we did it in a week and a half. It's not the way life works. Good things are beat down more than bad things are. It's just the way it is. Go back in history. Some of the most beautiful people, the biggest servants in the world, were treated the worst. They were. Go back anywhere. And it's sad, but when they win, I don't remember all the millionaires, but there's names that stand out in history because they made a difference to mankind. They lifted people above themselves. That's Ash Mufareh. But by doing this and going through this, obviously he knows what not to do. And when you're focused even more because of bad times, you see things that you need to see, and it comes out. And thank God, resilience, pride, honor, respectable, good-hearted person. We all know who those people are. And obviously, when Ash told his journey and his story and what he wants to do, a lot of people came and wanted to join him. That's a good thing. That's priceless. And thank God it happened. Obviously, resilience can be transformative. In individuals, we've all had resilience in our life, moving forward, doing stuff. I can't do this, I'm going to try it again. I can't do this, I'm going to try it again. But never at the level of Ash Mufareh. That's why even when, I know people get anxious, it's taking long. But when 99.9% of the defense or pushback on Ash, it's not against us. We're not being the ones slammed around and all. He comes to us with a smiling face. Even when I know there's times it wasn't the best day. Overcoming hardship, I know for a fact, instills a deeper sense of purpose, empathy, and capability of allowing people to unlock the potential. Everything about this title that Julie has is ONPASSIVE. Every bit of it. If you want to know what this resilience and the title, it's ONPASSIVE. It's the company we're in now. Everything about it, empathy, allowing people to unlock their potential, helping others do the same through resilience. So when you bring up resilience, it's I mean, you can talk about it forever, but we should be very proud that we got to be part of something that your life, you might live 90 years, but this journey that we all got to be on will make it something we'll never forget, something we'll talk about for the rest of our life. So thank you, everybody, and that's all I have right now.
Wow. Thank you, Marty, so much. We love you. Thank you so much. You talked about resilience and, as I said earlier, Ash, when you think of resilience, that's who you think of as Ash. And you also said resilient drives innovation. And I love that. And on this journey, Ash has learned what he really wanted, through everything, that he never, ever quit. He never quits. He's resilient. He just goes forward, and he just moves forward, and he listens. And then the other thing you said is that we could be caught in industry in our own, on our own. So I love that, and when you talk about resilience and you talk about changing lives and you talk about the people that you remember and the things that you remember, it's not about how much money you have. When you said that, it's about how much you care. And that's what people remember. You could have, $300 billion, but if you don't have that heart, nobody's going to remember that, but they're going to remember that you care, that you were uplifting humanity, that you were helping people. So that is just so, so important. And that's what ONPASSIVE is all about. That's who Ash is. And that's what we've seen and we've grown to be. So thank you again, Marty, so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So thank you again. And our next speaker tonight is going to be none other than my brother. I got to know him a couple years ago, and he is one of the OTEC pros. And, he has helped me learn so much about technology and things that I didn't even know, that I didn't even think I would ever know about. And I'm just so blessed to call you my brother on tonight. None other than the one and only Mr. Collins Manna. Collins, the mic is yours. Welcome tonight, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Joyce. Just want to thank everyone here. Maddie, that was really powerful. And Julie, you know, I don't know if we really have anything to add, because you just said everything. It's like you were just reading my mind. But let me look at it from another angle. We're talking about, you know, ONPASSIVE as a company and the founders as, you know, as a family as well. But resilience is really a big topic, because we're talking about the enduring enduring nature of everything that can bring numerous possibilities. So if I look at resilience always creates pathway for transformation. And when transformation occurs, what will happen? Growth will occur as well. So you have transformation and growth and better future. That's the way I look at it. So again, we are looking at a company which we are all in. We've heard Mr. Ash Mufareh's story. They told us everything, what happened. Just imagine if he didn't endure, didn't look at it from different perspectives and say, all right, I need to adapt. I need to change things. I need to tweak things. Maybe we are not really here. Maybe that will be the end of the company we call ONPASSIVE. But he endured and said, you know what? There is nothing I will do. I need to do it and do it again. So things changed. There was just that rapid change to make sure things can happen. And we saw the company undergoing, though we didn't see it, but there was major transformation behind the scene. You know, major transformation, because you need to take radical decision. That is resilience. You take radical decisions, you adapt and build the company again from ground up. From where you left it, you say, you know what? I am taking a different angle, build this company. And what will happen now? The company is becoming more better, as we heard. He said, now it is becoming more better. We are really where we are now. He said 2 years ago, you know, where we are now, we're supposed to be, it's a place that we're supposed to be 2 years ago. He said it live on a webinar, and he is so happy. Why? It was because of resilience. You know, he said, I'm not giving up my dream. I will take this right to the logical end. Now, this is from the company side. Mr. Ash Mufareh is doing his thing and is building it, you know, changing things, tweaking things. And it's not really easy, especially for a company to undergo transformation for a short possible time. We're thinking about, you are hiring engineers. I don't know if we always think about hiring. They don't come in and hit the ground running. No, they need training. Maybe it takes 1 month, 2 months, 3 months for some of them to be used to what Mr. Ash Mufareh is expecting from them. It takes time, you know, to really know what they are doing takes time. Though you can be the most experienced person on this planet Earth, but it takes time for you to adapt in the company. When you are hired, that takes a lot of effort as well. Now we're talking from the company side, building things. That is resilience. But again, what will happen? We're talking about growth, because the moment they hit the ground running, they understand what Mr. Ash Mufareh is doing, is expecting from them, things will change massively. And you will look at the old ways and say, my God, how was I even doing that? It's better it happens now than later. So that is the joy, that it's better. My God, I was taking a different road, but that road was not really the road that was expected. Now, because of this, whatever, we are now in the better place. That is from the company side. Now, from the founder side, this is how I see it. How many of us have known our business? You know, when we talk about business, it's not about knowing Burj Khalifa. It's not about talking about light show, train station. That's not your business. Your business is about going deep into the OES, into the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. Do we really know what to do? I made a statement on Friday, I think, was it on Sunday, Heroes, that normally we are talking about, we always said everybody, that's Michael Williams, Mighty DeGarmo have said this, everybody will win. Michael Williams said everybody will win. But what I always say, your level of success will depend on how much you understand your business. Whether we like it or not, that is the truth. The automated system doesn't know my name, Mighty DeGarmo's name. It is your name, how much you know your business. You can come in with how much. Somebody said, what do you mean by success? I said, all right, for you to have that financial freedom, time and financial freedom, do you know your business? Everybody will be successful, but your level. Okay, I came in, how much did I pay? $97, they gave it back to me. 250 or maybe 140 to activate or connect. Yes, put it together. You make that money and a couple of bucks. You are successful. The moment you break even, you are successful. But the level of success you want depends on you. And it will come to the point about how much you know your business. Do you really understand the OES? Have you ever looked at things and questioned it and said, why do I have 3 wallets? Why do I have subscription box? Why do I have this? What is the use of all of this? How do I use it to optimize my business? What is the use? Because that is your business. It is not about knowing the technology, understand O Connect to the fullest, the functionality. No, that's not what they are talking. It's not about knowing O Mail. That is not what they are talking here. It's about knowing how to position them in your online shop. It's like you have a shop, a traditional shop. Every day you have to go in, make sure your stocks are there, make sure everything is set up, and then open your door for business and make sure you can manage it. That is what we are talking here. Know when your stock is going low. How can I replenish it? Make sure it is going back up. You're always on top of the game. That is the business we are talking. Do we really know our business? Engineer Mike always asks this question. So we don't really want to be in a position where they will click that button and say, oh, Mr. Ash Mufareh, are you sure you didn't quote Engineer Mike names there? Why is he doing so much better than me? But we all started on the same level. As we said, ONPASSIVE is a plain level field. Yes, it is. But the knowledge of your business is what I always say every day. My brother Oliver, Bob, Engineer Mike, because this is it. You need to take 2 steps back and ask yourself, like Julie Pierre said, when we joined ONPASSIVE, there was a great expectation. We know, okay, when we come in, this is it. But now, how much have you learned? How much have you been transformed to know your business, your level of knowledge into ONPASSIVE? Because we are talking now about ONPASSIVE. We should not put the cat out of the horse. We just have to hit that platform and make sure we are successful. Then we can think for the next step. Now I've made this, what next? But we cannot say what next if we are not there. Now is the time to know your business, as Mr. Ash Mufareh is adjusting everything, because Maddie said, you know, anytime from now, we never know. Bam, he said, this is it, go. Let us make sure our email is right. Let us make sure we can log in all that account. Make sure you know your business. This is the time. So Julie, I will leave it there. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you, Brother Collins, so much. I love that. Know your business. Now is the time. You know, resilience, it makes way for transformation and it causes growth. I love that so much. And, you know, what better time than now? Then, like you said, while Ash is building the company, for us to get out there and to know our business, you know what we have, know what we're doing. As you said, check your emails, you know, make sure every account works, make sure that everything is running smoothly. So when Ash does push that button, we're ready to go. You know, we're ready. We don't have to be asking questions about, well, calling Collins, like, you know, what am I supposed to do now? And, you know, what product is out there and what are we doing and what should I do? It's like, take this time now to call on people and to get in your back office and to learn how everything works. You know, it's like, this is my business, so it's my responsibility to know my business. If you were running a brick and mortar company and you were there, and you're the CEO and you don't know how your company runs, you're going to have a disaster. So you have your own company right in your hand, so make sure that Ash didn't tell us to go behind the scenes and learn all the nuts and bolts and that we had to know how to build everything. He just said, stay connected, hey, stay in there, stay connected, go to your back office, go and check out everything. So be resilient, as we grow, as this transformation is taking place, that it's our responsibility to get out there and to know what we're doing. So thank you so much, Collins. That was great. We just appreciate you and we love you, and we're in the best place. You said this is the time. Everything that happened, it happened for a reason, and it brought us to where we are now. So, take advantage of it and make sure that you're out there learning and you're, getting the knowledge and the information that you need. Thank you again so much. And our next speaker we're going to call on, I've gotten to know him as well as one of the OTech pros, and I love Brother Bob. He is, I call him my brother as well. And so I'm so glad that we're in this platform because we have a company, we have a place, we have a culture, we have a community that we've met so many people, and to be able to talk to people and to just to respect them on a level that, where there's growth and knowledge and people that you can call on, that no matter what, you can call anyone on this panel at any time, and they're going to be right there to help you out, to do anything for you. So I thank you, Brother Bob, so much for who you are, for everything that you do. As I said before, you guys have helped me learn so much about technology. And I mean, it's just amazing to listen to y'all and to, when you break it down to layman's terms to where I can understand it, it's like, that's huge. So let's welcome my big brother, none other than Brother Bob Tuski. Come on down. The mic is yours. Thank you again for being here.
Absolutely, Joyce. Thank you so much. It's good to be here. Greetings, everyone. This is your brother Bob from Bel-Air, Maryland. Julie, thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Brother Madi. That was well said. And my brother Collins, thank you for your contributions. That was beautiful. We live in an era of digital transformation. Everything is going online. Everything is being automated. Everything is being integrated. So a system's resilience is paramount to her success. But I'm going to look at this from two different perspectives. And my brothers have already covered it, but I want to come in a different perspective. Because when I saw the topic, beautiful topic, Julie, by the way, resilience bringing transformation, I looked at it from a human resilience perspective and from a system resilience perspective. So I'm going to try to see how, as much as how I can explain the way. This is just my own opinion. When you look at it from a system perspective, because right now, everyone that goes online to any system must have that digital trust to that system, because we go in there and we relinquish our information, right? You give your credit card, you put your credit card information, your name, your IDs, and everything. So that system must be resilient. It must have all the security controls and everything that is in place, or have the system structure in place where when the system goes down, it comes back up pretty quickly. Because if a system goes down and doesn't come back up, it loses the confidence of you. You wouldn't want to go back there, right? All of us, we would know that system, there's something wrong. They have problems, they have issues, and that makes you have reputational damage. Your reputation is tainted. When your system goes down, it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 days for it to come back up. You lose customers. So when we look at resilience from a system perspective, where you want to make this system to be strong, to be respected, to be loved by your customers. So we look at it from several things that needs to be done for that system to earn the respect that it deserves. Something like redundancy. You want to have multiple components so that When one component, one system goes down, it's always up. You know, the system should be robust, must be able to handle unexpected conditions. Anything that happens that's unexpected, the system must be strong enough, resistant enough, and that's what we see from what our founder, Mr. Ash, is putting forward with this robust system that we all know. Scalability must be scalable, must be able to handle any kind of load. Remember, we have a system that we are bringing forward that our market is the entire internet space, almost 6 billion customers. So what if Mr. Ash opens the door and all 6 billion customers flow in? The system must be scalable enough to handle that. So that's what we want to talk about. The system resilience must be strong enough to be able to withstand any kind of load that comes in to that system. Flexibility must be flexible, must be able to adapt to new requirements. Requirements change. Like Mr. Ash came, maybe he came last week with our new folks that came. He said, no, okay, I want, because of what has happened before, I want X, Y, Z. Requirements change. They are able to, the system is able to adapt to integrate the new requirements. Security is paramount to any business. We talk of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. That is what guarantees the digital trust of that system. When customers know that this system they are able to know that their access to that system is confidential. Only those who require the right to access that system can access the system, or the integrity of the data that lies within that system. You know that nobody can come in and change your data. Whatever is Dr. Benny's information in the system, in her profile, in her wallet, nobody else can change it. Not even Mr. Ash can change it. The integrity stays intact. Once everybody knows that that's how that system is, it guarantees that resilience and the integrity of that system. And of course, the system must always be available. Anytime that you want to access that system, it must be up. So that there comes in what we call business continuity and disaster recovery. They must have a robust business continuity and disaster recovery plan in place with a contingency plan that is well spelled out, well designed and well spelled out and tested, so that in case of any emergency, in case of any downtime, anything happens to the system, they can pick up that, anyone can pick that in a contingency plan and execute it. Know exactly what you do, how to activate it, how to bring back the systems, how, you know, they have what they call the RTO, RPO, recovery time objective and recovery point objectives, how you recover the system and all that, you know. So that is what happens when a system is considered to be resilient. That system can go down and come back up within a few minutes. Everything is all documented. But let's look at the resilience, because when I saw this title, what came to my mind was the resilience of Ash Mufareh getting us to this point where we are, I think. And luckily, not too long ago, sometime a few months ago, I was involved in a seminar where some experts came, psychologists, doctors, they came, they were giving us a lecture on some innovative behaviors of people who are innovators. And the number one trait, or the number one behavior, is resilience. The ability for this innovator, like in this case, our founder, Mr. Ash Mufareh, the ability for him to be able to recover from any obstacle. Let us just imagine for a second what we have been through, what Ash Mufareh has been through in the past few, maybe year and a half or so. Yet he comes every day, he stands, he's able to withstand it, looks at us, encourages us, gives us hope, goes back, handle his business without complaint, without any emotions, without any feelings, without any hating in his heart. And then he makes his decisions, because when you are resilient, these psychologists, they told us, you are able to make decisions based from evidence, evidence-based decision making. And when you make decisions from evidence, you make the right decisions. You are able to manage yourself. That is what resilience brings to someone like Ash Mufareh. He's able to manage himself, to manage the people around him, manage himself, and gets us a yard closer to the end zone all the time. Those who have resilience, like Ash Mufareh, they have courage. Ash Mufareh is one of the most courageous human beings I've ever met. Let us remember that this resilience that is bringing transformation. Think about the business concept. There is nothing in this world that we know that resembles the business concept of Ash Mufareh, the business concept that Mr. Ash is putting forward. He says, I'm going to build a system. I'm bringing you a system that you pay, you do less, you pay less and you earn more. You do less and you get more, so that you can help humanity. I'm going to give you a system, one system that is integrated, everything inside. You don't need to go anywhere. You get everything that you want. It's integrated, automated, single sign-on. You come in, you have everything. Tell me if you know of any system like that. So it is this resilience of Ash Mufareh and the courage. I guarantee you, Mr. Ash is facing a lot of issues that we don't know. He doesn't tell us. The known unknowns, the things that the issues, the problems that he's dealing with that he knows, but we don't know. And the unknown unknowns, those that he doesn't know yet. But because this man is very resilient, he is going to solve them. As long as he encounters this problem, he recognizes the problem, he's going to take care of them. So we must rest assured. Resilience also gives you reflective listening. And if you study Mr. Ash and you look at Ash very well, that's what he does. He listens. If you haven't taken notice, take notice from now on. Anytime Ash Mufareh comes on, he has a notepad when he's speaking to all of us. Doesn't matter who you are. He listens. He makes you understand that he's this, and he writes points that he thinks my impact was. That's reflective reasoning. And then the last thing when you challenge the status quo, when you have when you have resilience, is you challenge the status quo. You are not afraid of anything. And that's what Ash Mufareh is doing, guys. He's challenging the status quo. Remember, he has told us this. In the next 2-3 years from now, the world will not be the same. When this system comes in fruition, when all the pistons, Engineer Mike, when all the pistons are in full blast, the world will not be the same. And the reason why we're here is because of resilience. Resilience with love and action. Resilience with love and action. Because as a great writer said, Deepak Chopra, I was listening to him the other day, he has a new book, I think it's called Digital Dharma. He came and was talking about the book, and he was talking about love and action. He says, love without action is meaningless. Action without love is irrelevant. But love and action, the whole world follows you. And that's what is happening to Ash Mufareh because of resilience. Back to you, Sister Joyce.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, you guys are just blowing me away on tonight because of all the perspectives that you're taking here. And when you said that on a systems perspective, you know, things that you have to, the system must be sufficient. It must be robust and able to handle the unexpected. And then it must be flexible. It must be adaptable and have security, integrity, confidence. And then once this is all in place, it's a done deal. what does Ash say? It's a done deal. But then you came with the behaviors of resilience. Oh my gosh. So, okay, I'm just totally excited here. It's like, and you talked about Ash and his resilience and the behaviors. You have to be able to manage yourself. You have to have courage to stand no matter what comes before you, what comes against you. You have that courage to stand. And when you said reflective listening, it's like, oh my gosh, that's just like it tops it all off, because Ash can come and he can listen. He can take whatever that comes at him, but yet he stands. And you would never, ever know, as you said, what's going on in the background, because he takes everything that he has. He's able to manage himself. He takes that courage and he stands not only before us, but before the world. We have over, 200 countries, and he's standing before the world saying, you know what, bring it on, because I'm backed by an unstoppable force. And because of this unstoppable force, I'm able to stand before man and to do what I was called to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you got me going here. And then he said he's not afraid to face anything, but he can face it, any challenge that's brought before him, because he has resilience with love and action. Okay, come on now. Let's okay. This is awesome, you guys. Like I said, we have a power packed night, and we're just learning and taking all this in. While you're doing this, take the time to go back and, as Bob said, reflect on everything that's happening on tonight, and reflect on everything that we've gone through, the challenges that I say we've gone through, but we know that Ash has gone through them. But because he's gone through them, as Colin said, and Marty said, when Ash hurts, we all hurt. And, we all feel, so we have that love and respect for each other. But you guys, oh my gosh, this is great. So thank you so much, Brother Bob. I appreciate you guys so much. I mean, you guys are bringing the fire, you, Collins, Marty, and then we have more speakers coming up. So this is going to be great. And now I'm going to turn it over to my sister, Debbie, and she's going to bring on the rest of our speakers. You guys, okay, I'm going to stop, because this is just way too much. It's so good. Thank you, Debbie. Go right ahead and take over.
Thank you, Sister Joyce. I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Brother Bob, so good to see you. I love your talk. Now, juxtaposing the two of them, we need both of them. Thank you. I'm not going to even attempt. I was making my notes, and my co-moderator, I don't want to diminish anything she said, because she just nailed it right at the point. So I'm going to stop there and say, I'm introducing our next speaker, who happens to be my neighbor, always nicely dressed like a cowboy, Brother Chris. Ha! I don't think you were expecting me to call you.
No, you said cowboy. I'm like, oh, must not be me.
Yeah, you're wearing a cowboy hat. So I thought, okay, now he's no longer in Michigan. He's in Texas today, right?
I wish I was in Texas today. Debbie McCormick, thank you for that introduction. Joyce Hicks, absolutely phenomenal job as always. You're definitely from Michigan. Sorry, folks, but that's how it works. Bob, Collins, Marty, Julie, Pierre, every one of you. You're all awesome, but it's hard when you come up with one word and you hear four great speakers say something. What are you going to say? So I listened to the business side, to the founder side, everything great, everything rainbows. And then I thought, how can I give, as Joyce said, Chris always has some kind of different spin on it. And guess what? Surprise, I do. Joyce said something a minute ago. She says, why are you doing this? It's a good question to ask. And I watched a YouTube, if you ever see in the Angels Network or something, there's a man that plays Jesus Christ, and he was being interviewed by a reporter, regular man. And she said, when you die someday, and you will, what's the first thing you're going to say to God? And he looked up at her and said, how did I do? How did I do? Which put a tear in my eye. It softened me up a lot. And I think I wish a lot of people would ask themselves our everyday to God, which I do. How am I doing? Am I doing okay? You know, I'm all over the place as usual. With resilience, there comes resistance. We've heard it a few times in here today. And I want to talk about people now. Let's take Ash Mufare and put him right next to me over here. Let's take this company and put it right next to me right here. Let's talk about people. Okay. I am a huge TikTok, YouTube follower of many, many things, of inspiration, of beautiful praise, beautiful praising God. That's what I do when I get a chance. I'm watching it every time I can to be inspired by people. When I see a woman running a marathon, and I'm sure a lot of you seen some of these videos, and she's going to win first place, and the woman next to her collapses because what they call you hit the wall when you're running and you gave it all you got, and she stops. She goes back and she picks up the woman and she carries her. As she drops again, picks her up. No, keep going. And she lets her cross the finish line first. All right. The resilience in that woman, because she stopped, because she cared about someone that worked just as hard as she did. And I think she said, there's no way, I can't let this woman fail. Her resilience was unbelievable that day. She allowed that woman, as she pushed her in front of her on the finish line. Welcome to this company, folks. This is what Ash Mufare does on a daily basis. Do you always see it? No, but you will. Now, another one of my favorites. There's a little girl in a race. I think she's probably 9 to 11 years old. I think her name was Talea. The gun goes off to start the race. They all take off, and that little girl run right out of one of her shoes. She keeps running, stops, and realizes, I got to get my shoe. She goes back to the starting line, puts that shoe on, while all these other girls they're rocketing, they're gone. The resilience in that little girl was, no way I'm going to lose. All right, the devil removed my shoe. Guess what? I put it back on. God's with me. And believe it or not, and this is a true story, you can watch it on YouTube or TikTok. That little girl not only did win, but she won by a huge margin. She was lightning speed. The resilience in that little girl to say, no way. I put too much effort in this. I can't just stop. What am I going to do? Go back, put my shoe on and say, oh, shucks. No, man, she took everything that possibly could have went wrong, and she turned it into a success story. She didn't give up. Welcome to Ash Mufare and this company. All of us live our lives in resilience. From the single parent, whether you're a mom or dad that goes out and works 2 or 3 jobs to keep food on your kids' table, to the grandparent who takes care of her kids' kids because they work it so much, the resilience of love, the resilience of passion. Welcome to Ash Mufare and this company. The resilience in people and the resistance in people. Every one of us have said, man, I just wish I had a better life. I got to go to this lousy job. Don't like my boss. I don't like the people around me, but I know I got to do it. The resilience to keep doing something over and over, even though you don't like it, to keep your family happy, to keep clothes on your kids, food on the table, over and over, et cetera, et cetera. There's something in every single human being in this world that says, don't quit. But the truth is, a lot of people, they do give up. They do quit. They hit so many walls and they scream, God, why? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And the truth is, no one's doing anything wrong. It's just sometimes we give up. There is hope in this world. There is hope and dreams in Ash Mufare and this company. The resilience for every one of us to get on every single day and talk about a company that every one of us believe is so amazing and that it will change the person that lives far, far away in Africa, far, far away in Bangladesh, India, the poorest countries in the world. The resilience for me and all of you to say we can help those people. Yep, we all had setbacks. Every one of us have setbacks. Maybe not as, well, I'm not going to say that. I think all setbacks are big. It's you getting back up and saying, okay, it happened. There's nothing I can do about it but change my path. Welcome to Ash Mufareh and welcome to ONPASSIVE. I have the resilience to get up early every single morning and pray, not only for me, but for many, many people. Many, many people, all of you who I consider my family. And people say, oh, that's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy because I know millions of people who are going through struggles. Lots of struggles. The resilience of this company and the resilience of what Ash Mufareh has gone through is, I call, a miracle. He didn't find out and go into a little room and cry. He didn't walk off in the woods and say, oh my God. He took charge. His resilience is unstoppable. I was in Boston with Ash Mufareh when we was revealing the Burj Khalifa a few years back. And I remember, you guys all know the story, things weren't going well as planned. And I seen Ash Mufareh, I seen his face. He sat down at that head of that table. He looked up and he said, God, now I really need you now. His resilience to talk to God when he needed help the most was amazing to me. The resilience I see every day when Raphael does a video and includes God and everything, Dr. Benny, God and everything. This company is a huge part of God. This company is taking us on paths that's unbelievable. Resistance is part of life, but resilience always makes it better. Ms. Deb McCormick, back to you.
Oh, Brother Chris. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. You almost pulled me to tears when you talk about God, and especially the last segment where during that meeting in Boston, our CEO had to look up and call God for guidance. And I believe, as you rightfully say, we all believe in a supreme being. Every morning we wake up, you just thank that supreme being for waking up and for continuing your day. And you always have been asking for guidance from what you said. And yes, resilience and resistance is what we have been going through. Yes, we are not quitters, because if we were quitters, we definitely would not be here. We're here because we believe in what our CEO started, and we believe we always have that hope. He had a dream, he shared a dream, and we're living his dream with the hope that as he's living that resilience of moving forward, we are moving forward with him as well. Thank you so much, Brother Chris. That was just awesome. Appreciate it very much. All right, I'm going to introduce our next speaker. I saw her name before. I've been to some of her shows, but I just know that she is the trivia person who makes us think and not keep our brains dormant in any aspect whatsoever. And she does it on a regular basis. Queen, sister, my darling sister, Minu, you are
Thank
up
you.
next. And
I thought we were
sure-
talking about Julie Pierre because Julie is the one who does the trivia questions and keep us thinking. But thank you for that introduction. What a privilege to be here with all of you. We all have a purpose. We all have a strong purpose, and that gives us discipline. Discipline in the meaning that we have the freedom to choose what matters most to us. And this helps us become resilient and not to give up under stress. Purpose-driven discipline will help us go through transformation. That's all I'm going to say because everybody has covered beautifully. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Queen Sister Mino. You make me so teary and emotional, but I will hold on to that. I'll hold on to it, and I hope that our viewers will also hold on to that lovely saying, because it's very deep to our hearts, what you just said. Thank you. We appreciate you. And yes, everyone already said, but your voice also counts. Everyone's voice counts and always will continue to count. It does not matter if it's just to say amen to the previous speaker's word or I acknowledge you. That in itself is awesome and very, very powerful. Thank you. I will introduce our next speaker, whom we all met on this platform called ONPASSIVE. I would not have known her if it wasn't for ONPASSIVE. She is in Delaware, and she supports several platforms of ONPASSIVE, and it's an awesome experience and my honor, a great one, to introduce our sister Kanla Rachel, or Rahel, depending on where you come from. You can call her name any way you choose to. Sister Kanla, thank you very much. Please, the microphone is yours.
Thank you, Queen Sister Debbie. Greetings to my ONPASSIVE family. It's always a humbling opportunity and a pleasure to be with you all. Oh my goodness. Sister Julie, thank you for the platform. And I also want to say thank you to all our leaders who have shared before me. I feel like everything has been said. I don't even know what else to add to that again, because everyone has shared a perspective that is so deep, and we all relate to that. And I've just been thinking, okay, what else can I talk? We've talked about, I heard the word, we embrace change, we accept challenge. We have to go through the obstacles. There has to be a problem. We need to seek solutions, and then it becomes an opportunity we use. And then in the process comes transformation, comes growth in that opportunity, and then comes gratitude for this opportunity. And I can just keep on going in some of those attributes when you think of the word resilience. And so the topic is endless. And Sister Julie, maybe I don't think we will even do justice to this topic. Probably we can look at it for the part 1, 2, or 3, where you can pick out one section and say resilience, just looking at our CEO, resilience, just looking at ONPASSIVE as our company, our business. You can look at resilience, looking at ONPASSIVE community, us, the founders, the users, and the future users, which a lot has been talked about the company. I'll leave that to our tech pro. They've dealt a lot about it. That is not my specialty. A lot has been talked about our CEO, but also I want to express my gratitude because his resilience is none compared to anybody. He is a leader. that leads by example. He shows us what resilience is. We don't need to try to imagine what it is. We see it right before us. Don't look further. Don't ask someone else unless you have not been sitting on the table or in the kitchen, like sometimes he will say. If you are in the kitchen when the food is being prepared, then yes, you see when the pepper is put into the food, you see when the salt goes in, you see when the water goes in, you know when the fire is up, and you know when to reduce the flame, and you regulate, and it's a process. If we all have been there, we have been part of that resilience. Whether we were aware of it or not, which is one other attribute of resilience, awareness, but maybe this topic will bring that out to us, that we have been in there all along this while, but did we realize that we ourselves, as founding members, as affiliate, as users, and even the future users that will be a part of this company, all of us, we need to have that awareness in us. And all of us form that connection, that intersectionality of what truly our business is, our CEO has for us, and what resilience will be, because we all are together, because there is a lot that connects us together more than we even realize. And that resilience is all of us together. Our CEO at the front leading, us behind, together, hand in hand. And it is a privilege that our CEO, Mr. Ash, a man of heart, a man of love, a man who has a heart for humanity, actually invited us to join in this business, in this our company called ONPASSIVE that we all love so much, and is going to uplift all of us, each one of us, the entire humanity globally, no matter where you are, to be better human beings, uplifting our lives, be a better community globally. And so I will leave you with this. If you are not aware yet that you are part of the resilience of this family, then ask yourself these questions. What will make you resilient then? What will make you resilient then if you are not yet aware and if you are not yet there? What is it again that you need or that you're looking for that will make you resilient in this journey? Thank you all. Over to you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sister Canela. That was awesome. So I'm going to sum this up. It just says challenge, change, obstacles, solutions become the opportunity to transform growth, gratitude into resilience. And resilience has so many forms and shapes and fashions that we could take this topic and just pick and choose and talk about this for days to come and for weeks to come. And you said that Ash is a leader and he leads by example, and we don't have to look anywhere else, nowhere, because we found that resilient leader in ONPASSIVE. So if you're not connected, if you are not aware of what you have and where you are, what will it take for you to become resilient? Drop the mic. What will it take? Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. We love it. This is like so powerful and so much information, so many different perspectives on resilience. And, Julie talked about resilience and change. And did I, you know that there are like stages of change. There's like 5 stages of change. And when you go through change, like, you go through stages of change. And sometimes with that change, you're, there's like contemplation, maintenance, and there's actions and preparations. But sometimes we go through a stage of change and we don't even know that we need to change. So how are we going to change something if we don't need to know? And so resilience, just taking those things in and just knowing that we are resilient and what are we going to do to get, if we're not there, what are we going to do to get there? And right now we're just going to take this time and stop here. And we're going to ask for anyone that has questions for our guest on tonight, questions or discussion. You can raise your hand if you have a question, and we will, you have the experts here right now to answer any question that you may have that you could ask these gentlemen and ladies, and they can answer them for you. Something that's burning on your heart. And Engineer Mike, go right ahead. The mic is yours. Welcome, brother. Thank you. That's my big little brother.
Thank you, Sister Joyce. Wow, what an evening. It's not, you remember they say it's not always so many, it is not about the population, it's about the quality, right? This is one of my best webinars I've witnessed in this Pierre Empowering Humanity. Okubob, welcome. Wow, your coming back was something. I don't know what you ate where you went to Italy, but thank you. That was enough dosage. But Amadi, thank you for opening it so well. Brother Collins, wow. Again, both of you, like, everywhere you people are is fire, right? We need to always constantly listen to you guys, because this is our own encouragement, right? Brother Madi, you all tech pro, Brother Chris. I myself, sometimes I get crazy when I listen to you people, and it makes me very happy. I feel happy when I'm crazy like you guys. It means a lot to us. So I don't. Oh, Minu. Minu always says she doesn't have what to say, but when you listen to whatever the sentences that she produced, they are like pregnant, right? They have a lot of substance. I want to appreciate you, Minu, for always being here with us. Everywhere, I see you everywhere. That is marvelous. Brother Chris, wow. You, even if you don't want to laugh, Chris Johnson will make you laugh for the day. And we appreciate you so much, brother. What I wanted us to talk about more. I want either Brother Collins or Uncle Bob. No, this one is Brother Collins's thing. Brother Collins, you come here and you tell us every time, do you know your business, the business module? Uncle Bob has a way to trigger you, then you bring us that ONPASSIVE business module. We would definitely like to hear it again this evening to reassure us about, and that is another lesson for us, right? Because now is the time to be learning all of these things. You just gave us an advice. We should go and into the OES and see whatever is there that we don't understand, ask those questions. So it's Uncle Bob who know how to trigger you to bring it eloquently, that ONPASSIVE business model. If you will bring it to us this night, we would definitely very much appreciate you. Thank you. Are you there? Uncle Bob, where is he? He's gone? Or is there? Let's see.
About there, Mike.
Okay. Bob Collins, we're waiting for you. Where is he? Okay,
You want Bob or Collins to answer your question?
No. It's okay. Uncle Bob can do it if
Okay.
Bob Collins is not. Uncle Bob, go ahead, please. Give it to us. Thank you.
What do you want now, AJ Mike? The business model and the concept?
Yes, Uncle Bob, let's get it. Yes, thank you.
Well, the business, the concept is very straightforward, and that's the foundation in which Mr. Ash, you remember when Mr. Ash initially sat in his solitary and was thinking about the business model and the concept that he was bringing forward. He wanted to empower us. He wanted to empower everybody. He wanted to create a business in which everybody who comes in would succeed. No matter who you are, no matter your background, no matter where you come from, no matter what country you are from in the world, so long as you come into this ecosystem, you come. Oh, Collins is here, and he does it better than I do. So let me
You go, Uncle Bob. You go with the concept, then he will bring us the model. Thank you.
So you know, no matter where you are or who you are, what part of the world you are, it is designed for you to succeed. To come in, you plug in, you do what the system is asking of you, and you succeed. Everybody's guaranteed to succeed so long as you do what you have to do. You don't just come in and you sit down and hope that a pie will fall from the sky or manna will fall from heaven. No. You need to interact with the system. You need to do certain things. He's saying that I'm going to give you a system that you're going to pay less. I'll give you more, you're going to pay less. And if you look at the system that Mr. Ash has designed, the products are products, and you compare it with anything that we have out there in the market, we are saying, we are in the industry, based on what we've seen from the product of the old tracker, old connect, what we've seen and played with, there is nothing in the market. The current form, remember that those are even the old system. I know that we're going to see whatever we're going to see next is much, much different and much, much advanced. But we are saying that based on what we saw, there's nothing in the market that meets that. And Mr. Ash is bringing it to you cheaper. So I'm going to give you, you're going to pay less, you get more, right? You're going to do less. Remember, AI exclusive traffic targeted from the source. So he's going to send you the cost, he's going to send you the traffic. So you have the customers. So you do less. You interact with the system minimally, you do less. The system is working for you. That's the beauty about this business model. The system is doing the work for you. So you do less and you earn more. So that you do what? Because remember, Ash Mufareh's initial thought when he was alone in his house in Orlando, when he conceived this idea, he wanted to impact humanity. That is the truth behind ONPASSIVE. He wants to empower humanity. So, and to do that is to put money in your pocket. So he's going to give you a system that you're going to pay less, you get more, you do less, and you earn more, so that you have that money in your hand. Pull and ash. Pull and ash means you do something to someone. There's a precondition, actually. To pull an ash means, number one, you've never met this person before, and chances are you will never see them again. But you do something so significant to this human being that they never forget you, or they never forget thinking of you. That's to pull an ash. And that's the truth behind what Ash Mufareh is doing, to make a change, to impact humanity. I'll yield to Collins to continue.
All right. Do you want me to take it?
Yeah.
All right, Bob, thank you. Bob, you just explained it, and that was really great. The concept and the business model of ONPASSIVE. This is what I know most founders, they've been looking at it, they've explained it, but the day, I think it was Friday night live, Mr. Ash Mufareh explained this about the concept. There was a question, Ash talked about the concept, which Bob just explained, do less, pay less, and earn more. We are not doing anything because the system is automated. But before you even look at the concept, what is the business model? Ash always tell about the business model. and you can break it down into the 4 pillars of the business. Because how do you build a system that can pay more, that people can earn more legally possible? It means you are bringing everything in-house, an automated system with single sign-on. That is one package. How do you do that? Because you need to move away from third party a lot. So now for you to get a complete business, and if you look at most of the top IT companies, some of them will have 1 or 2 within the 4 pillars. But Ash is talking about owning it. When he talk about we have to own it, the world will know your name. When he said own it, a lot of people don't know. They think like owning the whole internet space. But if you have 4 of these, you have an automated system with single sign-on, which is the product, the whole entire ecosystem. You have a DC, data center, you have domain register, and you have payment processor. You've already owned it, because it means you are not paying any money for third party to process everything, processor to process your money in and out. You build it in-house. You have your domain. You're not paying money for GoDaddy or Google or stuff. You have your domain register. You are a domain owner. Then you have what? You have the product as well. Single sign-on, automated system. We're always talking about Catmo. It's in-house. You have it. All the product, you can call it O Connect, whatever OO. You have it in-house, built in-house from ground up. And then what again do you have? I think that's it. And payment processor, yeah, domain, payment processor, data center, and product. That's it. Everything in-house. Then you can start to talk. That's the business model, having this all in-house.
In-house.
Yes. And then now you can say, right, if you look at it, you've brought everything in-house, building, you own it. Then the next thing is you can think like, okay, I'm not paying money now for any third party. Then I can give more to those who have come participate in this company. That's the end. That's where end more will come. Did you really build the software? No. So you're doing less. Did you pay a lot? No, you pay nothing. Because what we are saying, to own like an IT company with this magnitude, you didn't pay that much. Some people say, yeah, it's a lot, but truly it's not a lot, based on giving the fact that they will give you what is legally possible over time. You will grow over time. Because if they don't give you more, how can you go out and do good for humanity? That's the first question we must ask ourselves. If you don't earn more, it's like a hungry man you've not fed very well, and you think like blessing somebody. You are not even able to take care of yourself. So the reason why they are giving you more is because they know you, after you've taken care of all your bills, whatever you really want, depending on you, then what will you do with the excess? That is where ending more will come, and it will happen over time. That's the concept of ONPASSIVE and the business model of ONPASSIVE. Then you can start to think about Catmo. What is really Catmo? Complete, automated. And Bob always talk about targeted traffic. Complete automated. If the system is not automated, you don't have any product, where are you sending customer? To an empty house? No. We're talking about targeted traffic. Where are you going to send the targeted AI traffic? That is what ONPASSIVE is bringing. AI targeted traffic. Wrap your head around. It's not that traditional traffic where they use click play or chatbot. No, Maddie played it today. And when Maddie did it, I was just laughing. Why? Because I've worked in that type of company. I've seen it firsthand. AI targeted traffic. I've seen it firsthand in a small scale. And then think about what Mr. Ash Mufaraeh is doing, where you will not see any advert of any company running, but you see customer bumping on your side, buying your product. Actually, I said, where are they coming from? I've not seen any billboard or anything, but you're seeing customer coming. That is the way marketing is going. AI targeted traffic. And most companies, they will prefer to die for that. They are struggling to get it because it is not easy to get that. Most companies, we talk about machine learning going now, and that is the traffic. And when that traffic is converted to something, to money, let's call it money, That's, you have the traffic must be converted. Then you talk about money. So that's CATMO, complete automated, targeted traffic. The traffic must be converted to something which is money. And that's it. Done. Your life is sorted. So, Bob, I'll leave it there.
Yep.
It's me who wanted it, so that you people should really clarify us this glorious evening that you people with your presence. And we really appreciate you, ONPASSIVians and people who are viewing us today out there. If you didn't really understand the ONPASSIVE business concept, you just got it tonight. If you didn't understand the ONPASSIVE business module, we just got it from our Tech Pro brothers, Uncle Bob and Brother Collins from the UK. Thank you very much, my brothers. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh my, see, that's what I'm talking about, you guys. When you're not a tech person and you guys can take it and just drop the mic and make it so plain that, hey, when I can understand it, listen, believe me, it is awesome. You guys just nailed it. And, wow. I'm not even going to speak because I can't even say anything on that because you guys explained it so well. So all I'm going to say is if you didn't know, now you know. If you don't know, you better come back and listen to this so that you get the picture, that you get the message, and you understand completely and totally what you have in your hands. Because I can tell you this, it does not get any better. It could not have been explained any better. And if you want to stay connected, if you want to be a part of what's happening, you need to listen to what they just said. Oh my gosh, the pillars. Okay, anyway, thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you. Wow. Power packed. I'm telling you guys, this is awesome. Mamadou, you have a question, go right ahead. And we have Mamadou's gonna come, and then Raphael had a question. So we want to keep them to like 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're gonna go back to our presenters so they can have some, if you have a question though, raise your hand. We're not gonna cut you off. We do want you to get your questions answered. So Mamadou, go right ahead. Thank you.
Yes, Sister Joyce. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my beloved family. Sister Joyce, I don't have a question because I don't have one. I just want to contribute a little bit to this nice topic tonight. Talking about resilience. You and I and everybody here tonight is a living testament to resilience, because I have known you for over 4 years now, since we all became part of this noble blessing ONPASSIVE. We've been here and everywhere, day and night. What is that? Is because we are resilient. So, and I know by us being so resilient, we will conquer. Oh my God! So please, I'm sorry. Right now, they just called me for to take care of the residents. So I just want to thank you all, starting from Mr. Marty downwards, for everything you've done and still doing for us. So please, my fellow ONPASSIVians, let us continue to be resilient, because resilience brings success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mamadou, so much. You are always here. You're always contributing, and we really appreciate you. And like you say, we are resilient. We are. Thank you so much. Chris Johnson's waving his hand. Go right ahead.
I just want to let you all know that Ash Mufareh has been listening. He's very excited. He can't come in. He's busy, but he is listening. And he said, this is brain food for me. Thinks you guys are all doing amazing. So you can all say hi, Ash, because he is listening.
Hi, Ash.
We had a fake Ash
Hi,
Mufare.
Ash.
We did have a fake Ash Mufare in the chat in the beginning on one of the YouTubes, and then he came on and I threw some questions at him. He finally texted me, "It's me, brother. It's me." So very good. Welcome, Ash Mufare. Joyce Hicks, I apologize. Back to you.
No problem, Chris. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you, Ash, and hello to you. We're excited that you're listening in, and we know that you're working tirelessly. We appreciate you. We love you. And hey, you know what? You guys, this is like one of the best webinars, and I'm just truly excited. So, we keep moving forward, and we're going to keep pushing. And wow. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. And now we're going to call, I think Raphael had a question next. We're going to call him, and we're going to keep him to 1 to 2 minutes, and so we can get everyone in, and then we want to hear back from our guests to have final words. Raphael, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Julie. Actually, I don't have a question. I just want to give a little share here. And I just thank God for this ONPASSIVE family. I thank God for Mrs. Mufare and all that he have done. Guys, normally, before joining ONPASSIVE, normally the month of November is the saddest month of the year for me. 4 days ago would have been my mother's 44th anniversary of her passing. Today, she would have been 89 years old. Guys, but after joining ONPASSIVE, joining this family, the resilience kicked in. Guys, the resilience kicked in that I know that I have to keep going so that I can change her generation that she left behind. But just to share what I had here, being resilient molds us into being better at what we do. It gives us that drive to accomplish the things that we thought were beyond us. But at that period of time comes when we have to transform though. And transforming from one stage to another is normally very, very hard for most people to do. We always stuck and doing things one way because that's the way we were taught to do it. All our lives we taught to do things one way. We never were taught to look out of the box. But guys, we have an awesome company named ONPASSIVE that's allowing us to look on the outside of the box. We don't have to stay in that little box anymore. We can all move out and grow bigger, expand our horizons, guys. And that's all I really wanted to share. I thank you, Mr. Mufare. You're listening in. I just thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this family that you allowed us to build. Hey, God continue blessings over us all.
Thank you so much, Raphael. Thank you for being here, for always supporting. And we're so glad that you're here. And as you said, November used to be a very difficult time for you, but you found a family that you can share with and help to make things just a little bit easier. So God bless you. And we're praying for you as well. Thank you so much for being here. And we're going to call on our brother Kumaran. If you can keep it to 2 minutes and then ask your question, or if you have discussion, just go right ahead. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for sharing. We love you. The mic is yours, Kumaran. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Joyce. I just have a question. But before that, regarding the resilience, you guys all not normal. all the founders are here. You're all not normal. And our CEO is an alien. That is what I can say, right? Normal people, they don't do this, okay? And my question is regarding Brother Marty or Brother Colin can answer this. You're all talking about the targeted traffic, right? Is it it's a product? I think so. It's a product. In future, the resellers who are coming, they will do better than founders or I'm not sure. How? Brother Colin, can you explain about this, or Brother Marty? Thank you.
Marty can explain it.
What's that, Collins? You call me?
Yes, they asking a question for you.
Oh, say I couldn't. I'm having trouble with my my headset. Go ahead.
Targeted traffic, AI targeted traffic.
Oh my gosh. I did a whole thing on AI traffic this morning on my live. If you watch it, and Colin said I did good, so it must be good enough. But I did everything on AI traffic. The AI traffic is just different. Okay, I marketed for 20 years online, and you go in and I use Facebook. They're called Facebook lead ads, and you go in and you make an ad, and then you go global, and then you look up people's interest and you punch that in. Anyway, it's a long process to bring it down to where you got to scale it down so you can scale it up. In other words, you fine tune it and then you can raise the scale. The problem was most companies were already gone by the time I got the ad right for the company. And when I did, it worked pretty well, but it's a lot of work and it's a moving target. And people that analyze your ads for Facebook are different shifts, different countries. One ad might make it if one country's doing it where the same ad wouldn't the next day, whatever. But AI is totally different animal. It takes all of that information in milliseconds. AI can do things that man can't do. It can hold a lot of data and distribute it really quickly. In other words, it might take me a couple months to realize that Morocco and this other country and this country and this country really relate with Connect, with the ad I'm using. But with AI, because it's targeted, they actually go out, they see somebody click on something or mention a conferencing platform, and they'll bring them to us. They can gather the information and bring the people to us. That's targeted traffic. In other words, a lot of these companies spend millions and millions of dollars and just throw it on the wall, just hope it sticks. You know what I mean? Like if you go to Google right now, the top 2 Google searches are sponsored ads, okay? Which means they pay to be there. Doesn't mean they're the best product, by the way. It's how well they rank. Sometimes the best product's on page 100,005. You're never going to see it because they don't know how to do SEO. But with targeted traffic AI, it does all that for us. When Bob was talking about we do little and get much more, it's exactly what it is. Mr. Mufareh and the company took a very technical system, even more technical than we think, made it simple so that my grandmother could use it, okay? Because you're just going to point, tick, and do whatever. And you can say, I want X amount of traffic to go here. And here it comes. I'll give you an example. Average McDonald's makes about $150,000 a year net. Now they make a couple million, but by the time they pay everything, what they bring home is about $150,000 a year. It costs you $1 million to get on the list. They tell you where it's going to go. It's another $500,000 to $1 million to be able to get it. And there you also have to buy the Big Macs and the quarter pounder and hope people come in and buy it. Okay? Here's the difference. In ONPASSIVE right now, if the product we were selling was $100 and we got 25% commission, 500 customers would have you make it as much as a McDonald's. 500 customers. With what overhead? What overhead did I have? I don't know what you guys had, but I paid $97. I got it back. I got to have Connect for over a year. I keep looking out the window for the police because I robbed this company. They don't owe me nothing. But to have that leverage where now, like Bob said, we do very little and get tons. Now, you could come into this thing and take this Rolls Royce that the company's building for us and drive it like a Volkswagen Beetle. Go ahead. That's not me. I'm going to use every bit of this company to maximize what I can do in the shortest amount of time. Yes, they do 99%, but if my 1/10 of 1% makes the difference in me getting somewhere quicker, I'm doing it. So I don't know if I answered your question or not, but if you get a chance, watch the live because I took a lot of time and it breaks it down pretty good. Thanks, Collins. And thanks for getting up. See, because if you come here, I have to come. You already know that, right? Plus, I love Julie. Plus, I'm afraid of Julie. So anyway, that's all.
Oh, you're afraid. Everybody's afraid of Julie. Thank you, Marty, for answering that question. We love Julie. We love Julie. When Julie speaks, people listen. That's right. Oh my. And I'm going to call on Dr. Benny wanted to say something. I wanted to call on my beautiful sister, Dr. Benny. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen Joyce. Good evening to everybody. I want to take this special moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing all of us together this evening. I also want to thank God for sending an important person to all of us. If it wasn't for this individual, you and I would not be here this evening, this morning, this afternoon. It all depends upon your location. He is our extraordinary CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. I want to thank him, and when you guys have time, let us just pray that God should guide and protect him wherever he goes, because he is determined to do everything to all of us. I just want to give me 1 second. When it comes to this resilience, bringing transformation is a concept that highlights how resilience, our ability to adapt, to recover, and grow stronger after challenges, serve as what? Driving force for positive changes in both personal and organizational contexts. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back to the previous state, but about evolving to a new, often better version. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Dr. Benny. We appreciate you and we love hearing from you. Thank you for always being here, for just being the person that you are. We love you and thank you so much. And we are going to wrap up tonight. This has been a great webinar. We've had so much fun. It's like so much learning and so much education that we can go back and we can look at this. We can take everything in and we can see and look at what resilience is, and we look at what we have here, and just continue to stay connected and be a part of ONPASSIVE, because we know that it is coming. It's not if, it's just when. And we know that that when could be any day now. And so we're going to just take a little time for our speakers. If they wanted to say some closing words, we appreciate you guys for being here on tonight, for giving us so much of yourselves, for pouring into us, and for just sharing from your hearts and sharing your knowledge with us on tonight. We love you guys. We appreciate you. We thank you. And we're going to go ahead and let you guys, if you wanted to have some closing words, we'll go with Collins, Bob, Manu, Chris, Marty, and Canela. And then we'll go right ahead and we'll close it right down. Let me put the ladies first. I'm sorry. I'll change that. Manu and Canela, we'll go in that order.
Thank you. Just remember, as diamond grows stronger under pressure, we too are refined by the challenges we face. It is this very pressure that shapes us, revealing our true brilliance. Stay resistant, be happy, and let's just share our energy together and look forward. Love you all.
I don't see Canela, so we're going to go right ahead with Collins, Chris, Bob, Marty, and we'll close it down.
Thank you,
Sister
Joyce. It was a really great webinar and a pleasure for me to be here today. Julie, great topic. So, let us always stay resilient to our company. We know it is not easy with people are just feeling away because they don't see Ash. But remember, if we don't see him, it means he is really busy. If we see him, it means he's not doing anything, just sitting with us. Nothing is being done if he's with us. But we know, as Marty always said, the weeks ahead, will be really, really good. I believe so. I believe that things will really change and our life will change. So thank you for having me.
I share the same sentiments. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, everyone. It's a great pleasure being here. My parting words will just be, our founder, Mr. Ash, has put together a system that is resilient. Our founder, Mr. Ash himself, is resilient. So let us also be resilient. Let us just wait joyfully. I know the days ahead are very pregnant. Thank you.
Is it my turn now?
I do see Canela there. I'm sorry,
I'll
Chris.
go with the ladies. No, ladies always.
Thank you. I'm sorry,
Oh.
Canela. I didn't see you. Thank you.
Can you unmute her, please?
She's muted. I'm trying to get her there.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry, I may. What closing word do I say? Thank you, Sister Julie, as always. I know I come in when I am able to, and it's always humbling and for me to be able to come share my perspective. And I love ONPASSIVE. We all love ONPASSIVE. We are one family, ONPASSIVE community, one resilience, one people. We may be different colors, different shades, but we are one. And there is a lot more that connects us in this, our resilience, led by our CEO, Mr. Ash. And so let us march on forward to a brighter future. And thank you, our CEO, Mr. Ash. We pray for you, for your family, and we will be there alongside with you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, Joyce, are you waiting for me to speak now? Let me say again, 2 weeks in a row, I'm very proud of all of you for what you're doing. And real quick, I want to quote something. You all know who Albert Einstein is. He said, "I am thankful to all those who said no to me. It's because of them I did it myself." Every one of us have had someone say, "Oh, no. They're going to be coming back because that they see that you believed in something and you did it yourself. And they're going to want to jump on this God-fearing, loving company with a CEO who's pretty amazing, if I can even give it great words. But I always say every day, start your day off with God first. I hope you believe in God. I pray that you believe in God, because without him, I'm nothing. Without you, I'm nothing. Without Ash Mufareh, I'm broke. Amen. Back to you, Tracy.
Love it, Chris. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your hearts. Everyone, thank you for showing up on tonight. Without you, our family, we would not have a webinar. And we appreciate you guys for showing up for Julie Pierre's Empowering Humanity. What a great show. You guys are awesome. You're beautiful. We love you. And I'm going to turn it back over to my sister, Julie, for closing words. I see Marty's not there. Julie, if you would have closing words, and we appreciate you guys so much for everything that you do and for showing up every single time. Blessings and favor to everyone. My dear sister, Julie, thank you so much. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Joyce. Thank you, everyone. Just want to remind us all that resilience is not a one-time thing. It is an ongoing thing we do during our journey. And let us remain connected. Let us remain in the know. Let us learn our business. Like Engineer Mike always reminds us, are we ready? Do you know your business? This is what we have to do at this point in time. Thank you for your contributions. I know Mr. Collins Manor, it's early for you, it's late, but you made that commitment to be here. I thank you and I appreciate you. Mr. Marty DeGarmo, Chris Johnson, Minu, and Sister Candler, and our big brother, Bob. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, and looking forward to having you back next week. Same time, same place. Love you guys.
Love you all.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. And let us
Love you
continue
all.
praying for our CEO. Love you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Julie, you're the host,
Bye,
honey.
everybody. Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, bro. Collins. It's already morning for you. Good morning.
I know.
Bye, everyone.
Good night,
Good
Uncle.